and welcome to Delving Deeper. This is a metagame series where we talk about our characters, the any events in the world, in the game, and just generally ask our counterparts, what the hells were you thinking?
Today, Delphine will be interviewing Oleander because it's her character spotlight now.
It's my turn.
It's her turn. All right, so, and because, like in the Delphine one, it's us, so we get to drink.
Cheers.
And we will be extra chatty.
Yes.
All right, so starting off, what kind of character were you trying to make at the beginning of the campaign? What did you envision Oleander to be when this all started?
Okay, so I have a problem where...
Many.
One of my problems is that I always think I'm a bard. No matter what I play, I forget...
Your necromancer you thought was a bard.
Yes, okay. Our last game I was a necromancer who, by the way, everyone keeps telling me I'm evil and I'm not evil. So basically every character also is something...
That is a running theme.
A running theme. I make a character that other people think is going to be evil that is not evil.
You yourself have a very interesting morality scale.
Yes, I do have a different morality scale than the average human.
Actually, I don't think it's so much different. I think it's like a matter of interpretation. You interpret it differently.
Yeah, maybe.
Sometimes wrong.
Yeah. So I wanted, with this one, I wanted to create a bard, but also a warlock.
So warlocks are super fun.
Warlocks are super fun. But I didn't want just any patron. I wanted one of my ancestors. I wanted this to be wholesome. I wanted a wholesome warlock patron. So my patron was going to be my granddad. Hence why I am always talking about granddad. I cast through him. I talk to him. Everything is all about granddad. I carry his skull on my hip.
It's not at all weird.
And I didn't think it was weird. I thought it was normal that everybody else, just talks to their ancestors and interacts with them. So I was actually coming in with this, trying to create the most wholesome character that everybody else would think would maybe be not so good from first glance.
And actually, you were the most wholesome for a very long time.
Yeah. Yeah, I really was.
I don't know if any of us are wholesome anymore. Drax?
Drax is becoming way more wholesome as we know him.
Weirdly wholesome.
Yeah. I was the most well-adjusted.
Yes, actually, she came from a very loving, stable home with parents who loved her and didn't all hide her away in a tower like a princess.
Exactly. Unlike some princesses. Not an actual princess, but I mean, nobility still.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. How has your character now deviated from that original path?
Okay. So, my wholesome character that was not evil at any point,
still part of a cult.
is not a cult.
It's a cult.
Not a cult.
It's a cult.
So
it's a nice cult.
Very loving family. More stuff kept happening that everybody else continued to think was even more evil. And this character who just wanted everybody to be kind, wanted to help people, wanted to take care of others. And when everybody is looking at you constantly saying, you're bad, you're evil, you're going to do awful things, we have to be wary of you, we should chain you up because you are a threat. That kind of thing.
To be fair, only one person said that.
Yeah, he said it a lot.
He's a dick, but he did say it.
A lot. And that kind of thing really wears a person down. No matter how many times you are trying to be a good person, when everybody is looking at you like you are, like they won't be able to see it no matter what. She didn't give up, but she got very, very jaded. And so my character, as much as she just wants to love people, she just wants to help people, she's no longer quite as
default setting good for everything you encounter.
Yeah.
A little bit more suspicious, maybe? Careful, cautious.
A little more cautious, a little more suspicious.
Delphine's so proud.
Yeah. Yeah,
Sophie
it
should
hurts.
also probably have a lot more sympathy considering your life path right now is her entire life.
Yeah.
Of people thinking she's awful.
Yeah. I haven't done anything to hurt anybody except I bit Drax a lot. And by a lot, it was less than a
With
handful.
dubious consent, but he doesn't
Yeah, that's right.
seem angry about it.
He has let me.
She apparently believes in ask for for forgiveness, not permission.
I only asked after one time. And another time, like, he could have refused. Only one time was I trying to bite him out of control. I only lost control one time.
That's true. Only the one time.
Yeah.
We meant to lay the smackdown on you.
You did. The holy smackdown.
Holy smackdown.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything from your background or backstory that you want to tell us about that has not come up in recording in game? Either stuff that we, the characters, know or we don't know.
I guess aside from the fact that I legitimately come from a very, very loving background that is super secluded, so I just didn't really know people. I didn't get a chance to know anybody growing up outside of my family. The occasional traveler would come through. My family would take care of them and shoo them along. The only other real big thing about my background that actually nobody has ever really talked about.
'Cause we don't talk about things.
We don't talk
apparently,
about Bruno.
ever.
And Bruno is anything.
None of us actually really have any conversations with each other.
Yeah. The reason why I left my family. I left my family because I just always had this desire to explore the world. My family always said that, they're not safe. People outside are not necessarily trying to be harmful. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're just not that bright. They need to be supervised and cared for, preferably at a distance. So I thought my family was kind of overreacting. I wanted to see the world. I wanted to see these people. So even though I went out with this really, wholesome and loving intent to go explore the world, I was actually still really scared. And it took me a while. I traveled around for about 5 years before I met this group. Traveled around with a bard who had taught me everything she knew. And it took her even a long time to break through my wall. Hannah Moonsong.
Oh,
Yes. Yeah. Now, she wasn't the original bard.
I was going to say, I have a question.
What's
I have
your
two
question?
questions. I have two not pre-written questions. I have a follow-up.
Okay.
Because I know where you're going. Without spoilers for the recordings.
Mm-hmm.
Who is Guy Kelly?
Well, Guy Kelly was the love of my life. So I thought. You know how when...
Questionable character.
He was a great guy. He was
While
wonderful.
he was with your family.
Well, he was with my family.
Everything
He was-
else...
Nobody knows anything else
Nobody
about
else.
him. Nobody else knows nothing. People have very limited contact with him once recording starts, actually. But prior to recording, I had a short but very passionate affair's not the right word.
Supposed to be an affair.
Getting to know him, he came to my family.
It's the summer love.
It was like a little summer love. We were younger, and we thought that we would.
It's like that song, Strawberry Wine, 17, Hot July Moon, saw every... We break into the song occasionally.
I suddenly can't remember the rest of it. I can't remember that song.
I
So-
probably do, and I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, no, he was somebody that I loved and I wanted to be with. He disappeared one night, and I found out that my family had actually asked him to leave, thinking that he would influence me to maybe not be content staying with the family. Funnily
Really
enough,
not the actions of a normal people, right? Totally not cult-like
they
keep
thought
out outsiders and stay secluded.
well, if they had thought that
Teach
he
that the
would
outside world
stay,
is dangerous.
if he would have stayed, that would have been a whole different story. But the outside world is dangerous.
If he had joined said cult.
Yes. if he is going to lead me into danger, then they don't want him there. And they were very honest and upfront with me about it. They didn't try and hide what they had done. But the result was that after a couple years of trying to be satisfied and settled in my life with the family, I needed more. I needed to explore, and I did leave in search of Guy. So he was the reason why I left my family. I have not seen my family since. I have...
So another thing we have in common.
Yeah.
Running away from our families.
Yes. I've sent my family constant updates, though, because I love them so much. I just haven't been able to see them.
No, I have not. Mm-hmm. Radio silence.
Yes. I believe at no point would I stroll into into the family again, would they be upset to see me, other than, hurt that I left, maybe, but I don't feel like there would be any kind of disownment or sadness. They would be... I feel like I would be welcome with open arms at all times.
Oh, I feel like that's up to the DM.
The DM wants to break my heart.
Wants to break all our hearts.
Oh, fun fact. As soon as I gave the DM my very wholesome character sheet at the very beginning, I can't remember exactly his words, but it was something along with very evil and long cackle, followed up with, I'm going to destroy you.
Never give a DM a loving, living family.
Yeah, with lots of character options to find.
I have a loving, living family, but it's not very happy.
Yeah.
Right now. Follow-up question?
Okay.
I don't know if you're expecting me to ask you this.
I don't know.
Without spoilers, but as this was pre-established before the beginning of the recordings, who is Einar Wildsoul to Oleander?
Ooh.
At the beginning of recordings, who is he to her?
Okay, so Oleander's full of love. She just loves love.
Oleander's very lame.
I just love love.
Just love to be in love.
Okay, so how do I say this?
Einar's not sitting right there.
Einar's not staring at me right now from the corner of the room at all, even a little bit.
Metagame wise, he may or may not be married to one of us.
When you have a best friend for, most of your life, and then suddenly they're your fake boyfriend in game, and it's kind of strange, and they're married to your other best friend, and so, anyways, Einar
to Oleander.
Einar to Oleander, very shortly before recording. Now, at this point, the love of my life, Guy, I haven't seen him in 6 years, okay? I've moved on. I don't expect to see him again. I have carried on with my life with, affectionate, wishful thoughts in the background. Now, I've had little infatuations here and there, nothing too serious, but I've never really bonded with anybody. And shortly before recording, Oleander and Einar had a very meaningful time together, getting to... he would check on her all the time. He would actually pay attention to her. He would make sure she was safe at all times, and she...
He was very attentive.
He was very attentive.
In a not weird way.
In a non-creepy way. In a very good way. He was very attentive. And
that's what
she would see him as a friend. And then one night, they bonded, and they really clicked, really realizing how desperately lonely both of them were feeling in over their heads. And there was just so much that they had in common, their values completely aligned, and a little spark kind of started. And
now we have a little spark that is being nurtured.
Yes. Yeah, there's a little spark very quickly became
nice little candle.
A little bit of campfire now.
Oh my. Oh. Yeah. I don't want to hear anymore.
You don't want to talk about your husband and me and our imaginary relationship?
No, let's talk about my fake fiance.
Yeah, your fake fiance being the DM?
It's not weird at all.
Not even a little
I
bit
get to
weird.
yell at him. It's really fun because they don't get along.
I'm nicer. I try not to yell at him except for in real life.
I have a somewhat adjacent, because I know you have all these wonderful questions. I want to get to your wonderful questions, but I also have an adjacent thing that popped in my brain.
Is it
Something
will I
else?
lick your face?
No, because I know you will.
Yes.
People don't need that. There is another thing that bonded Einar and Oleander. And you refer to it often and again, like the bubble of fuck off, which is Leomund's tiny hut, which people don't know. Maybe that is our shorthand term for the Leomund's tiny hut is bubble of fuck off. Mm-hmm. What is a snackcident and how does it connect with Einar?
Okay.
This is probably connected to your things and choices that affect your choices in game, things that happen to you.
So a snackcident is an accidental snack, obviously. And I was an accidental snack, which I got in a lot of shit for. I didn't do nothing wrong.
Undeserved, I will say.
Undeserved. All I was trying to do was calm a combat and distract and reorient people, and I thought that wearing the face of somebody that a vampire loved and cared for would give a moment of calm, clarity of just distract.
We were getting our asses handed to us.
We were all about to die, and so I thought if I can make him hesitate for just a moment and reevaluate the situation, then maybe we won't die. And I saved my friends' lives.
I feel like this is connected to the interpreting things differently.
I checked the wrong chat bubble.
Yeah,
That didn't mean what I thought it meant, because me and the DM do not interpret chat bubbles on the same universe.
Does any video game she ever plays.
Yeah.
Ask about her history with love interests and friends in games.
Anybody who is my love interest or my best friend in any game that I play will die.
I'm concerned for myself.
However, Einar already died once because of me. I already killed him once, so he's safe.
That's true, and that's how Einar got into the trouble he got into. That is actually a thing you guys bonded over and had in common.
He became a vampire.
Your vampirism.
It's his fault because he didn't listen. That's why I'm a vampire, because he wouldn't stop when we said stop, and so then I got turned. So then, after when
I mean, is it?
No,
really?
yes, it is. It is. It's his fault. And then, when it came time to fight him, because I got to fight my friends under my vampire Lord's
charmed me.
Control.
She took control of me.
I have the Wheaton. Okay.
She does have the Wheaton.
I took
until she's fighting us.
I took all of his pretty dice and I just casually, lovingly cursed them all. I touched them.
Which is also
with
why
ill
if you
intent.
hear her offering us dice in a game and all of us are telling her to fuck off.
You just did it again to all my dice.
Okay, but this time was with fake ill intent, and I'm sorry, it might work anyways. I touched his dice with ill intent, and he immediately died.
Yes. So no one take her dice. Don't let her touch your dice. Don't use her dice. Her dice are strictly forbidden. She has the Wheaton touch. Don't do it.
Our healer, we played a game. Our healer got brand spanking new dice, and he still hasn't learned. He still lets me touch his dice. I played with them, and then the very first round of the very first rolls, he died, and then I died, and I'm the backup healer.
It was bad.
That was great.
Oh dear Lord.
So, don't give me your dice, I guess.
Okay, so now I'm gonna. What are your favorite game moments prior to recording?
Oh my goodness.
And how have they affected your character's development or choices?
I mean, we've talked about some great game moments.
We really have.
Already, by default. Okay. One of my favorite moments wasn't even a good moment. And we will have an entire video on this. But, okay, two things. And they both have to do with rolled.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, so the first one, we're crossing a bridge. It is a horrible bridge.
The bloody bridge.
The bloody bridge.
Some games have their chairs and doors. Apparently, the Planar Vanguard, it's bridges.
Yeah. We cannot cross a bridge to save our lives.
Yeah, bridges give us a hard time.
Had to cross this bridge to save our lives. Now, Rold's doing pretty good. He's making it across. And none of us can roll anything remotely
It was terrible.
good.
It was the worst.
And he finally turns to me and says, tie yourself to me. I'll help you across. Do I do that? No. Why don't I do that? I legitimately thought that this was him trying to be sneaky so that he could accidentally cut the rope and toss me into the roiling river.
Rold has been the most anti-Oleander. Not just he says it's the vampirism. It's Oleander he focuses on. He never focuses on Einar, who has the same problem, just a little bit different, and actually has been more dangerous to us as a party. He's the most anti-Oleander.
Yeah. So I almost died so many times in that session just because I was not willing to let him help me because I thought that he was going to use that to try and kill me. I actually legitimately thought that one of my party members was trying to kill me.
What's your second one?
He died.
Yes.
Right after.
Yes, Rold died right after. And who brought him back? Well, Druken did the spell. She did the best part of the ritual.
I shamed that bastard back to life. And I am so proud of that moment. Nobody has ever been so proud of reprimanding somebody.
Resurrection via shame.
Yeah. I basically told him that he was the worst person. Nobody trusts him. Nobody likes you. Like,
Who likes you? You ain't got no friends.
And I made
He has his good moments. Don't worry. He does have his.
I made him feel so bad.
He's
that
not
He
awful.
had to come back to do better, to show us that he could be better, be best, and let us help him with his storyline goals. And then he came back.
All right. Is there
pretty
any anything you want to talk about otherwise about your character?
Man, we covered a lot of stuff in this.
Did.
Wow.
We ramble.
We ramble a lot. So I think that kind of covers everything at the moment.
Yeah.
I can't remember anything else off the top of my head.
No, you'll have to stay tuned for what other hijinks happen as a result of misinterpretation of dialogue options.
I apologize for putting it in my mouth.
She doesn't really, but that's okay. I accept.
Ish.
I accept.
Yes.
All right. So, if you enjoyed us, drop us a like, a follow, a comment, a review. If you have a question for Oleander, such as what is your favorite dialogue option misinterpretation, maybe drop that in the comments.
Have you guys killed anybody accidentally too?
She says it's an accident. I don't think it was an accident.
But I loved them!